Virgos, let's get to it. What's going on with y'all, my opposition? And I say that with grace. Jeez. The Lover's card just jumped up out of there. That's how you feel? That's how you feeling about me? Which is pretty accurate, being I'm a Pisces and Virgo is my 7th house. Which one of y'all Virgos looking at me? Let me find out. You know, I be saying my shit about y'all sometimes, but you know, sometimes we all go through experiences in our life. But I'm wise enough to know that you can't blame one experience on a whole tribe of people. I just think because I have such Virgo qualities within myself that I pick up on things quicker, and that also makes me critical of the same energy that's critical, which is Virgo energy. It is what it is, right? Can't lie to yourself. You could try, but that shit don't be working. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to everybody that's watching. And cross watches included. You know what I mean? This reading wants to happen. Alright, I'm going to cut the deck and we're going to get started. Calm down, Virgos. Calm down. You want the shit? I'm going to show you the shit. Alright, first card drawn. This is who you are right now, Virgo. Which is the 7 of Pentacles. Things are coming into fruition. Your hard work is paying off, and you know this. This is who you are right now. Planting the seeds to later reap the rewards is amongst you. You are seeing right now, you are embodying the fruits of your labor, literally. And you have a strong connection to your belief system of putting in the work is what is required in order to obtain these things. And these things are materialistic. You're like basking in the ambiance, is the saying. You're like looking at what you accomplished in awe. Like, look at me go. Like I told, you know what I'm saying? Look at how to come. I told y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't even like you told them. You told yourself, like, told you this is the formula. This is the formula. I did it. Your goals have been completed, and nothing makes a Virgo more happy than achieving their goals. You heard? And you know it took nurturing. There's vegetation. There's a bushel of pentacles there because it takes nurturing. It takes prodding and pruning and watering and clipping and trimming and the work. You know what I'm saying? The work, the manifestations. Making investments is a true thing. And I feel like this is something about yourself, though. This isn't even about a whole group of people, not even co-workers or, it's none of that. This is about you. So you may work with a team of people, right? Most of us do. But that ain't what this is about. This is about you putting in your 8 hours a day with those people, realizing that you got a home to go to and you have a life outside of that. And a huge reason for you being inside of that group setting is to achieve the goals that you've nurtured on your own. It allows you the comfortability to be in your abode, relaxing, stress-free, worry-free, because you got some profits. You heard? And the feeling of knowing that you can do it just makes it even better. It's the bonus. It's the cherry on the top. You know what I mean? You're leading by example. And that's the aura that you're giving off. I'm feeling like you're not trying to preach to the choir or anyone outside that motherfucker. just like, all you gotta do is look at you. That's all you, just look at me. I did it. This card popped out. We're taking it. This is what's affecting you. Pardon me. The Tower. How did the Tower come into existence? Now, I'm not saying that this is something that you have a hand in, this Tower. What I'm saying is, first of all, I think this is something that you know and that you've prepared for. It's exactly what I'm getting. You knew this Tower was coming about. And that's why you've been putting so much work in. That's why you put in the work that you did. Because you knew you had to prepare for it. Like, people are going to make these underground bunkers and stuff like that. And there's all types of fear-mongering and talks of war. And these people are moving over here. And these people are doing that. And, you know, the aliens. And you're like, yo, check this shit out. I'm an earth sign. This is earth. Damn it. And, yeah, I wish a motherfucker would. But you know what? I'm going to build my shit. You got on your Noah Ark shit. And you're like, yo, I knew this shit was coming. I knew this was coming. This is going to cause some unexpected change, this Tower moment. And I think you're fully prepared for it. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Get in the comment section. Say you don't have no idea what I'm talking about, and I won't force this on you. I'm just telling you what I'm channeling, and I'm telling you what the cards are telling me. But there's some tragedy that's coming into play. Some disaster. It's going to cause some confusion. This is going to cause relationships to break up, divorces, splitting of assets, all kind of chaos, all kind of shit. And you're like hands off about the whole situation. And I think that's more of a reason why you did this all for self, because you've reached a point to where you knew that this was coming. So you're just like, yo, in a scenario like that, you can't really put your energy into other people, because everybody's not going to see your vision. And Virgo has the ability to be mutable and think about how different scenarios can play out, especially disastrous ones, because Virgo is constantly worrying about shit like that. That's why they're always being so anal. That's why y'all are always being so discerning, reserved, because all your life you've been planning for worst case scenarios. You know what I'm saying? And now the shit is underway and you're like, man, oh man. You got the non-perishables in your cabinets. You got the flashlights with the batteries and the fucking mace, the stun guns, all kind of shit. Bows and arrows and shit. I ain't gonna talk about your guns. I don't want nobody coming for them, you know what I mean? But you know how to shoot and all that shit. You know what I mean? And you can't, it's like you can't preach to people who can't see it, because they're gonna put you in the category of fearmonger. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm feeling that's affecting you. Like, man, you're a person who serves the people, yet you're gonna have to, more than likely, stand aside and see people who are unprepared. I don't want to use the word perish, but get caught up in the storm. Let's put it that way. It's going to shock a lot of people, whatever is underway. And it might, put it this way, this Tower that you knew in the crown chakra, right, influenced you to take action, and it was a sign of intelligence. 1 and 6 is the number 16 card. 1 and 6 is 7. You had to spiritually move in order to do this, so you may have used some of that hermit energy that comes from internalization and the work ethic that's also associated with Saturn in the hermit card. I know I'm intermingling these two, but for good reason, because you actually had to like veer off. So like I said, you've been in maybe a corporation, in a business, in a faction, or whatever the case may be, but you weren't also uppity with your coworkers, because you can't even talk to them at the water cooler about this type of shit. You know what I mean? Some people just want to do their 8 hours and go home, and that was cool with you. You're like, yeah, okay, we can play that game. You know what I'm saying? But I bet you what I'm doing with my checks is different than what y'all doing with y'all checks. And every day that you came to work, they might have made that evident for you. Like, they show their money. You could tell the lunches they buy and shit like that. You packing the lunch. You packing the lunch, them healthy lunches, because, you know, Virgo rules the small intestine. You know, so you ain't trying to get that weight gain on. You working out and all that shit. They out purchasing expensive lunches from the city. You know them uppity delis and lounges be right planted in the city on purpose. They got to pay that rent, that commercial rent price. So them prices is inflated. You know what I'm saying? But convenience, right? They work every day. They get the check. It's going to be there guaranteed. Or so they say. So they do what they do. And I'm not downing anybody. I'm just being as critical as a Virgo can be. You analyze this. You've seen the statistics. You've seen history repeat itself. You fuck with the economists. You believe the economists over everybody else. How y'all ignoring science and shit like that? It's analytics, baby. The fuck? Yo, we gonna get into what you value right now. This card is turning over. I must take it. What you value right now? What is that? I'm gonna tell you right now. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, though. This is deep. Now it's taking a deep turn. This is turning sadistic, Virgo. I'm just keeping it a beam with you. Let's break this down. How or why are you valuing things that are relative to greed? The accumulation of greed. Being underpaid. I get it. Oh, this is some sadistic shit, Virgo. Look at you. It's about people who make mistakes because they make... It's like haste makes waste. So I think what you're doing is you're telling yourself that you're smart. And that's why you value... It's like, what's the saying? Ignorance is bliss. And that's why this is your value system. Because finally... the nerd prevails. And I know you're not even taking that as some type of insult, Virgo. You're smart. Y'all are fucking nerds. Y'all are smart. But smart doesn't always pay, right? It's the ratchet shit, right? The ratchet shit pays. The ratchet shit gets all the attention. The mess gets all the attention. And now you're like, I told y'all supposed to go in that office and negotiate your wages, your salary. That might be why you wasn't hoo-haing with your coworkers and shit like that, because you get paid more than them, and they know. They know that. So what if it's attached to seniority, or because you excelled in rank in the position? You're telling them that's what you're here for. I don't know why y'all are here. I'm here to work and work my way up. And I deserve to get paid for the efforts that I put in. I'm fucking brilliant. I'm good at this. This is what I do. So you gotta pay like I weigh. And you made that happen for yourself when they don't go in there with them same negotiating values. And because of that, they don't have the same type of inspiration that you have. And you're marveling at that. You're patting yourself on the back. You're telling yourself, I told you so. Look, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you, because how long do people go through life getting advice from service people like Virgos, who are more than likely going to tell them, despite how materialistic this sign can be, it's still about being thrifty, nifty, crafty with finances. And some people don't get it. Some people don't think to go on salary.com and find out what the average salary is for the position that they work in. printing it out. You would love to print out some paper, Virgo, and write and make a presentation about how much you should be paid. Nobody else is doing that. You're waiting for the company to make a mistake in there, so you could get a lawyer involved or some shit. They know not to fuck with you, and you know that shit, and you know how greedy they are, and they will take all of the energy from their workforce to add on to their greed, and they love it. And for some reason, the workforce seems to love it too, because of the partial security that is there. You know you're going to get a check at the end of the week every 2 weeks, so at least that's that, right? You got a leg up on everyone else who doesn't have that. But that's settling, right? They're settling with that. They're getting complacent in it, and you're like, no. That's not your value system. That's not what you value. And you feel rightfully so. Yeesh. Maybe it's not just sadistic, it's just smart. Maybe evil genius. If I don't say it, somebody else is going to say it. Oh, you think you smart. You probably with the elite. That's why you know what I'm saying? How you get paid more than the rest of us. Fuck is you doing? They think you did something strange for the piece of change. It's like, nah, I worked for it. I actually work. Should try that shit sometimes. But let's check out what's bothering you. What's bothering Virgos right now? Let's go again. These cards are tight. They tight. Okay, there we go. What's this? This is what's bothering you, which is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Gossip. People being malicious. So something has happened. I don't know why I'm still getting workforce. I'm still getting co-workers. I'm still at least getting people who are in professional settings. If these are not exact co-workers, these are people that when you get up with them, y'all talk about careers. So it may be brunches, lunches, maybe even family gatherings, but I'm not really getting family gatherings. Whatever type of gatherings these are, there has been some unexpected conversation that took place that threw you for a loop. And this might be you. I'm feeling this is you strongly. I'm feeling this Queen of Wands in reverse is you, Virgo. I'm just keeping it a beam. And you're the one doing the gossiping. Just keeping it a beam. You're showing bias towards people, and that bias is coming from the way that they chose to behave, the way that they chose to manage finances, the way that they chose to manage people. Because I'm seeing this Uranus card, right? In Aquarius. There's been some type of communication that took place. That Uranus card is directly correlated with the Tower card. So you have been hypercritical of these people. This might be, again, you try to be of service to people. When you tell them something, you sound arrogant. You sound mean. You sound like you're preaching. You sound like you're putting them down. And you've been gossiping about this because you got to remember, I asked what's bothering you. So you're talking about these people to other people. Like, listen, it's kind of like therapeutic for you because you just can't understand how people don't listen to you. They're taking what you say to them too offensively. They're taking it personally, but they should be taking it personally. And that's your whole thing. Like, why would I even say it to you if I didn't think that this could benefit you in some type of personal way? You can't coax them into something that is facing a tower moment. A fucking tower is coming. So you just outright forward with it, like, listen, this is what it is. This is what you should do. Utilize strategy, Virgo, right? Plan for worst case scenarios, yada, yada, yada. But nope. So now you off, and I'm not saying you found new friends to go gossip about these people too, but you might just be gossiping to your own real crew, your own friends about coworkers. Because you may just be a workaholic, which is not far-fetched for you. And you're just like, listen, you know what? This, that, and the third. This happened at the job this day. This happened at the job 3 months ago. Ben told them about this. No one adhered to my pull-up. And now look, here we are 3 months later. Severance packages are being handed out. And they just gave me a bonus and a higher position. So of course you look like the bad guy. You look like the bad guy, but you know what? You've seen this. You've seen the tower moment coming because you got a download. A futuristic download. You took heed to it. You put work in because you got this download long ago. This isn't something that, it happens sporadically, but it's not something that just happened yesterday. This shit been in the works. You was fortunate enough to get a glimpse of it. You've communicated it. And no one took heed. But it makes you miserable. Isn't that some shit? It's got you feeling miserable because you're right. What's that saying? Knowledge brings anguish. How is that so, right? Isn't that kind of fucked up? Like, knowing is half the battle and shit, right? G.I. Joe, American hero. You put the work in to fulfill the obligation, and then now you feel miserable because the human condition is fucked up. You're in a better space, but the rest of the humans, not so much. And you want to be social. Mercury rules over Virgo. How can you be social now? So yeah, you're biased. So fucking what? I'm channeling, y'all. I'm channeling, but we want to know what's going on in the short term with Virgo. Alright? What's going on in the short term with Virgo? Sheesh. What we got here? In the short term, 4 cups in reverse. You're letting go of the whole shit. You're like, fuck it. I feel like a part of you feels like you regret even saying anything about the situation. And you just gotta feel secure in the moves that you made. Because in a way it was bogging you down. You were worrying about other people, even though you were safe. And because of that, it put a slow to your grind in some sort of way. And I think this has more to do with your personal life, like your leisure time. And now you're like, man, fuck that. I'm washing my hands with it. I'm motivated to do new things now. I'm seizing the opportunities as they come to me. Straight up. But this is something that you're going to feel. You're going to embody this in your emotions. You're going to feel emotionally delivered, emotionally satisfied, emotionally justified. Because it was a survival tactic. Survival still exists, you know? We could play the love game as much as we want because it feels good. But people could play on that as well, especially people in power. But when it comes to ultimately surviving, and you get a download about that, you can't ignore that shit. Because you got habits. You got creature comforts you want to keep fulfilling. And you're not going to alter your lifestyle because you want to be part of a group who doesn't think anything is wrong with their actions or their behaviors. It just is what it is. And I think you're going to be speaking about this more openly now. Not in a gossipy way, but with an understanding of it. The same way that I just broke it down is how you're going to break it down to anybody who wants to ask you. You're an open book. Sure, this is how I went. This is what happened. I saw this. I heard this. I worked hard. I built up a nest egg, a foundation, a strong one for myself. I grew it. I couldn't get through to these other people, so I left them alone. I went for self. And yeah, I feel this type of way about them. Yeah, I talk about them and all kind of shit. But I could talk about them in front of their face, but they still don't care. So it's just like you can't win for losing. But you're not going to let it stop you. Because plenty of new opportunities are coming your way because of your performance. Because of your performance. And I'm not saying you're going to take all of them. As a matter of fact, you're probably going to take the most qualitative. The most qualitative, the one that resonates with your spirit the most. And is going to further your ability to survive. Because it's not over just because you were the smart one. You don't know what the aftermath, or maybe you do, but you know that there's going to be some type of aftermath from a tower. So what happens after that? When people are scrambling. This is the long term, Virgo. What do we have here? Feeling trapped. Restriction. In the long term, we have the 8 of Swords. So this may add on to that misery that we was talking about. And I know that there's another saying for it. Is it too smart for your own good? Nah, it's not that. It's not that. You was definitely smart enough for your own good. You proved to yourself that you could do it. You could prepare for tower moments. But now it has boxed you in to this brainiac energy, to this do-gooder, to this, oh, she's better than everybody. And they are vocal about it. But now it's like you feel the pressure that can even come from being smart. You know, so no one's praising you for this in the long term, Virgo. Just keeping it a beam with you. No one is clapping for you. No one's celebrating with you, for you. No one is happy about your success in the long term. Nope. So this is where people's greed and how expansive they are as a band that groups together, that bands together, they ostracize you. Because they still look at you as one of them. That just, I get the whole, and I'm saying this, I get the whole field nigga, house nigga mentality. Like, oh, that's the house nigga over there. Look at the house nigga, you still nigga. That's what I get. And because of that, you're going to experience some paralysis analysis based upon being smart. You're going to understand exactly what it feels like to be the outcast, to be ostracized for being smart. This shit sounds sad, but I wouldn't say it's exactly the end. And I'm going to tell you why. The number 8 is there. Okay? So you're going to become and remain abundant because of your performance, but it's going to feel like you are a slave. It's going to feel like you have to continue on that path of being smart, planting your seeds, reaping the rewards, and not being liked for it. But it ain't gonna fuck with your bag. It ain't gonna fuck with your lifestyle, because that's who you were from the giddy up any fucking way. And I'm leaving it there.